Oh, all right. I'm Casey the Space Shaman, and this is the YouTube channel dedicated to spreading the magic of spirituality and healing to the community of the world. And I just realized that my fan is on. That's probably really annoying, so that's off now. All right. So I figure what I want to do today is go through a process that I use with myself on a daily basis. I use it quite frequently. It's very simple, but it's very powerful for helping to navigate uncomfortable emotions. um, our spirit guides, the spirits who are with us all the time, that we have access to, that are here to help us, to heal us, to guide us, to offer wisdom and insight. They want to help us. They really love helping us with anything we need help with, whether we're struggling with uncomfortable and heavy emotions, or if we have physical pain or whatever else is going on. Our spirit guides really want to help us out. We do need to ask for their help. We need to make contact with them and ask them for our help. And they will do so when we do very readily. Like I said, they're excited to. They want to help us, but we have to ask for it. And when we ask for it, we have to be open to receiving their help as well. We can't just ask and say, okay, I'm feeling a lot of anxiety, heal me, and then be all shut off and not open to the possibility of actually receiving that healing. And we also have to offer something in exchange. Eining, divine reciprocity, is very important. So I'm going to guide us through a very simple process of helping to navigate through uncomfortable emotions such as anxiety or depression or grief or whatever uncomfortable emotions you might be dealing with right now. Let's just jump right into it. So for anyone who's ready, I'm going to open up sacred space briefly, and this is just me calling on certain spirits that I work with to help to elevate the vibrational quality of the atmosphere so that the spirits that we're going to be calling on have a little bit of an easier time coming through and helping us with the things that we're asking for. I'm just going to take a sip of water here. So I'll be speaking in Quechua, the language of the Queros, the natives of the Andes. And just be open to receive. You don't have to understand what I'm saying. Just know that I'm calling on spirits like Pachamama, Mother Earth, Inti Taita, Father Sun, Waira Taita, Father Wind, Mama Kia, Mother Moon. And I'm calling on them to bring their medicine here, to bring their healing here, and to assist us with raising this atmosphere and creating a co-creational space where we can start to make some very real change for ourselves. Hey, Pachamama, Mama Pacha. Ampui, Pachamama, ampui. Hey, Mama Aipa, Nustakuna, Apakuna, Amaru, Sachamama, Yakumama, Machaquaipa, Pachamamita Kuna, ampui. Hey, Mama Unu, Mama Kia, Mama Kocha, Wilka Chaiwa, Antarango, Chokin Chinchai, Texe Lerpu, ampui. Hey, Waira, Wilka Waira, Kuna Taita, Siwarkinte, ampui. Hey, Wilka Inti Taita, Wilka Nina, Ratan Sumak Kunta, Ratan Sumak Arpe, Texe Muhu Amaru, ampui. Hey, Quichi Kuna, Hanach Pachakuna, Katari Kuna, Paco Kuna, Misha Kuna, Curanderos, Huachameros, Ayahuasqueros, Tabaqueros, Yanapacuna, Sirtahe, Gran Track, Sigil, Odentor, Freya, Cannabis, Muki Kuna, and Chanchos Kuna, Waskarinka, Wilkanuna Kuna, Wilkanuna Chaska Kuna, ampui. Hey, Taxi Muho Maru Tiki Wirkocha Pachamak, Rau Kuna, Anach Pachakuna, ampui. Let's take a moment to drop in, just sink in, and feel whatever it is that you're feeling. Just notice the sensations in your body. And I want you to identify whether you're watching this for the uncomfortable emotions you're feeling now, or if you know at a later time you're going to use this tool to navigate uncomfortable emotions, doesn't matter. Just find the heaviest area of your body, and if in that heaviest area of your body there are uncomfortable emotions, very good. So let's say, for example, you're feeling anxiety and you feel it right at the bottom of your chest. Bring all of your awareness there. If you feel depression and it feels really heavy in the center of your chest, or maybe you feel anxiety and it's this weird feeling in your throat or inside of your head, or grief, and you kind of feel that in your lungs and in your back, wherever, whatever you're feeling, whatever uncomfortable emotions are present, the first thing we need to do is just be non-judgmentally aware of them. Let's bring all of our attention to these uncomfortable emotions. Feel them fully without judging them, without commenting, and at first, without trying to do anything to fix them or change them whatsoever. Just keep your attention on the discomfort, on the uncomfortable emotions themselves. We're not trying to meditate them away. We're not trying to fix or change anything about them. We're just becoming fully aware of what they feel like. Just keep your attention gently on these uncomfortable emotions and just feel them for a minute. You're not trying to change anything, just feel. And notice that whatever the uncomfortable emotion is, whether it's depression or sadness or grief or anxiety, fear, or whatever it is, the emotion itself is surrounded usually by heaviness. It's a common misconception that anxiety or fear or depression or grief or any uncomfortable emotion is hucha, is heavy energy, but it's not. The emotions themselves are pure and beautiful. They are not heavy, they are not light, they just are. So notice how whatever emotion there is present, whatever uncomfortable emotion you're feeling, surrounding that emotion is a package of heavy energy, a package of heavy sensation. Differentiate between the two. Notice the heaviness and notice the uncomfortable emotion, both sitting with each other. Just notice for now. Don't try and change anything yet. And allow the uncomfortable emotion to become more uncomfortable. Sometimes when we bring our attention to an emotion like this, after we've been up in our heads trying to ignore it all day, it becomes really uncomfortable just to sit with it. If that's the case, good. Let it get more uncomfortable. Really feel it. You're safe to feel this. Emotions can't harm you or kill you. You can feel the full range of them. It's safe to do so. Now, you may know who your spirit guides are. You may have communicated with them in the past or even have a very close personal relationship with them. Or you may be totally oblivious to the idea of spirit guides or simply know that spirit guides might be a thing but have never had any direct experience with them for yourself. No matter where you're at in your journey with that, it is perfectly okay. We can still work with this exact method. I want you to notice that while you're keeping your attention on this uncomfortable emotion and the heaviness around it, I want you to notice with your awareness the space around you. And notice how somewhere in that space around you, either in front of you or off to the side or behind you, somewhere around you, you can feel a presence, the kind of presence you feel when someone you love is standing right behind you, even though you can't see them yet. Maybe a loved one walks up behind you to give you a hug, and before they give you a hug, you kind of feel them there. Or that sensation when someone walks behind you and you just know someone walked behind you. Notice that sensation somewhere in the room with you. And notice how it feels. And for the purposes of this, when I called in sacred space, I called upon our spirit guides, our spirit families. So this is one of your guiding spirits, one of your spirit guides, one of your spirit family who is with you. I'm going to now ask that those of our spirit family, those of our guides who know how to digest heavy energy, bring themselves forward and bring that power here to our space. And feeling the heaviness surrounding the uncomfortable emotion in your body, begin to allow it to leak out of your body. You can take a breath into it, deep breath into it. And on the exhale, release the contracted energy and let it start to flow outward into the space around you, where our guides who know how to digest heavy energy will begin to absorb it and turn it back into light for us. Just let it leak out and know that your spirit guides who have the power to digest heavy energy are digesting it for you, eating it and turning it back into light. Just let it bleed out of you, slowly but surely, or all at once, right away, really fast. However it happens is perfect. We're making an offering here. Heavy energy is very, very rich, very nutritious. There's a lot of energy in heavy energy. There's a lot of light in heavy energy. So we're making this offering to our spirit family, to our guides, so that we can receive their healing. Having offered your heaviness and continuing to do so, we're now going to ask in our own words a genuine heartfelt prayer from our own hearts to help us to navigate through the uncomfortable emotions we're experiencing. So I'm going to say a prayer for all of us, but I want you, after I do this, I'm going to give some time for you to say your own specific prayer. And don't think so much. Don't try and be analytical with it. Pray from your heart. Ask for help from your heart, even if that's just, please help me. That's sometimes a lot better than a big wordy prayer. Make sure it's the emotions, the sensations, the feelings that you're sending out more than just words. To those of our spirit families who can help us to navigate through these uncomfortable emotions, who can help us to move back into a lighter place, who can help us to feel more peace and love and joy again. Please bring your medicine here, work with us and heal us. Help us to navigate skillfully through this discomfort. Help us, spirit family. Help us, help us, help us. And pray on your own. Now we've given first. We gave heavy energy, which is full of light. And then we requested that we receive healing. It's now time for you to open up and be fully ready to receive what you've just asked for. So lower your defenses, unclench, and drink in their energy. Drink in the energy of your guides. And you don't have to see them. You don't even really have to feel them. You don't have to imagine them or anything like that. Just know that they're there and have the simple intention that you are receiving their healing now. All the while, just keep your attention on that spot in your body where the uncomfortable emotions are or were, and just notice how they begin to change as we receive their healing. You may notice that the uncomfortable emotions get a little less uncomfortable. They get a little lighter. You may notice after a few minutes that the uncomfortable emotions simply are no longer there, or that they've changed from one emotion to the next, or something has shifted. Don't have any expectation for what is to come. Just be fully present and receive, receive, receive. You are worthy to receive. Now open yourself and receive this healing. And right now, you don't have to do anything. You're not making anything happen. You're not actively pulling any kind of energy in or anything like that. You've set the simple intention that you're ready to receive healing. Now get out of the way and just perceive whatever happens to happen. Just perceive without doing anything. Get out of the way. And notice how this uncomfortable emotion is already starting to change. Notice how much different it feels from before we started this exercise, and allow it to continue to change and shift. For you see, emotions are beautiful. We're meant to experience the full range of them, but no one of them should stick around or dominate our state for any more than 20 minutes at a time. We're meant to have waves of emotions coming and going very quickly, sticking around for no more than 20 minutes. When we get stuck in one of these emotional states for more than 20 minutes, in a way, it kind of takes on a life of its own inside of us and causes a breakdown in reciprocity between our bodies, our minds, our spirits. So we're asking for this healing to bring us back into reciprocity with ourselves and with the world, back into that natural flow where we shift from one state to the next, where all emotions can be seen as beautiful, not just the ones that we typically think of as being beautiful. And if you catch yourself contracting or tensing up while you're receiving this healing at any point, you can take a nice rolling sigh breath. So you take a deep, slow breath in. And sigh out in whatever way feels best for you. And that can help to release any constriction and help us to open back up to receive the healing. And sit with this for as long as you wish. You can sit in this state for another couple of minutes and just enjoy. Or you can stay here for another half hour if you really need to continue with the healing. Stay as long as you need in this state, and when you're done, say a prayer of thanks to your spirits for helping us. Thank them from the bottom of your heart for helping you to navigate this uncomfortable emotion. This is a very simple, very easy, but very powerful and effective tool for navigating uncomfortable emotions. Thank you all so much. Anaiki koyaiki. Urpichai sonkolai.